Okay. So, actually, can one of you do me a favour?
He's our videographer, no better person.
Thank you.
That's a posh way of saying tripod, isn't it?
Just going to take notes as well if needed.
Actually, I brought my lecture notes so I can show you what we say during
Okay.
that point, so you can
Would I be able to get a copy?
yeah, sure.
It'd be much better than hand. So can I just remember everyone's name? So, Louise,
Yes.
Andy,
Liam.
Liam.
I'll show you this.
Would you like to?
Right, so.
We're missing the first
Yeah,
slide.
that's right, so it's last slide, I think.
Okay, so the first slide was explaining which presentation, which video we wanted to do. So that's
Okay.
going to be the pupil reflex.
Yeah.
So our basic understanding of what the video shows so far.
Yeah.
So further information, can you click on the
Yeah.
YouTube video? I found this. It's a sleep eyeball anatomy. Forgive me for the others.
Yeah, this is why we don't want to use YouTube for training because of it, because
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame you at all. But as you can see here, so this is a nice 3D model of the eye,
Yeah.
and it shows off a few of the different parts. So if you just scroll through a little bit, as you can see, you've got the bony orbit where the eyeball sits in the skull, as well as a nice look on the interior with in-depth information telling you how certain parts of the eye work. As recently said to Sam, is that there was a part of it where they tell you about how glaucoma works. So you've got the two fluid parts and how it moves from, if you just go to the end there, try and get the, yeah, there, perfect. If you can freeze it there. There we go. So I'm guessing that, because it's shown in care homes, isn't it?
yeah, so it's great what you've done, but actually that's not the direction at all that we take with the training, because we're actually training people like rapid response and OT, occupational therapists and physios who are seeing patients, and it's about them recognising when something's gone wrong with this patient, when they're deteriorating in some way.
Right.
So the pupillary response just comes in purely when they're looking at someone's consciousness levels.
Yeah, because there's a dilation if they're
yeah.
unresponsive.
So we put the pupils in because it's just, they're not, I mean, that that's the version of the video in my notes, but it's purely showing them this is normal. They should react. We talk about them getting their phones out and using the torch, and just, if the person isn't responding or is just sort of sitting, kind of looking, slightly, their consciousness level has dropped below normal, we want them to look in the pupils, purely because the pupils are a very quick way of seeing if something's going wrong in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
What I cannot find is a copyright-free picture that shows something like this, which is an abnormal pupil response.
Oh, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, so
So that would be more, what we would probably like is what it's got, which is normal response, and then something showing abnormal.
yeah, no,
So,
that's perfect.
It's finding, because I mean, all I'm saying, you can see what I actually say, it's quite simple. So I'm just saying that this is one of the fastest ways of assessing if something's going wrong in the brain. So in a healthy person, if you've seen the video, if you shine a light in their eyes, would the pupils get bigger or smaller? No, something smaller. If you get no reaction, what's that telling you? Something's going on. If they don't change, if one looks larger than the other, something is wrong, because they should both react the same.
I've been looking at a few videos, and I'm not sure if this, I think it might be connected. There's sometimes when you look at pupil dilation, you notice that the pupil's lopsided. So some of the iris, it sort of like rests in a corner.
Yes, I mean, they're not going into that much detail. It is purely that they've come across this person, they are slumped in their chair, maybe called an ambulance, and they're trying to give as much information over the phone before the paramedics get there. So it's they don't need that level of detail. It's purely, this is normal, this isn't.
Okay.
That's it really. But this is, you can't really see it there, but it's a really good photo. He's got a massive pupil and a tiny one. He may have taken drugs, he may have, he may have injured his head, but there's, that's abnormal.
Yeah.
So it's just, if you could find something that just literally all you might need to show is a shot like that with pupils not reacting.
Well, what we're thinking is because we're doing a lot of the 3D modelling on this and whatnot. It's the original video, it shows a day-night cycle and the pupil reacting to it. So we could always use something like
a torch.
A torch.
Yeah, because it isn't day-night that that's all I could find to show that the pupils are supposed to do that when you shine the light on. So actually a torch would be great if you could, in hospital they use a pen torch on the end of they're these little things that look like pens and they squeeze it, they're like a video and they'll kind of wave it in front of their eyes. So it's that kind of thing. But it's just a really quick way, because your optic nerve is linked to the brain, so it literally is a window into the brain, and it just shows very quickly there's something going wrong in the brain.
Okay,
and that's basically all we're saying in that.
That's the message you need to get across. I mean, ultimately that is the key point. But we do appreciate that you're going to want to kind of flex some of your animation and modelling muscles for the purpose of this project, I'm sure. So as long as that message is prominent and key, and everybody who views those videos walks away knowing, having learnt those, that key point, then there will be scope that you can either probably top it rather than tail it with the build up of the eye. I think I was describing it the other day. If you wanted to show the eye building up with different layers, if that will help you with your module, then there'll certainly be scope for that.
I mean, you could sort of quickly go through that, but they don't need to know the anatomy of the eye. All they need to know about is pupil size.
The message is the pupil size. You don't need to linger, but if it allows you to, I appreciate in a 3-second animation, you could probably tick all those boxes and it'll just build up to the point where you deliver the key message of this video. But there is scope on your part to do elements on those lines.
Well, I think one of the issues is why and one of the reasons I thought about putting more information in the video is I didn't understand the purposes of it.
Of what it was for.
What it was for.
The context.
But now I think that makes perfect sense. Because I was showing you pictures yesterday, weren't I?
Yeah, it's so
Why
much.
is it so short? It's literally, it was just a way of, this is normal, and then I showed them that picture and it's like, that's